delay. So that'll back him up 5. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is brought in at the 21. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota rolling to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. Steps away. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. From the red zone now, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mariota again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by bringing body Calhoun.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play, Mariota to Davis. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Switzer now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Hoover finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hoover. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Hoover over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. From the gun, Hoover throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hoover. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go. One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On play action, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Switzer now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Throwing on first down. Hoover going up top. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Hoover. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. First down. Hoover is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A final shot before break. Hoover, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Switzer now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jayon Brown in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Hoover. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. With it is Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Gun!
Off the play fake. Hoover. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Hoover. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing is Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go, and this is caught inside the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
4 down. Check. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Throwing, Mariota. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Switzer now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoover. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And able to find Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Mariota now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mariota. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Jurrell Casey breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking to throw. Hoover. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Hoover. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hoover. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go play action. Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action now. Mariota. Forced out to his left. Uncorks one, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
McCaffrey on the counter, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. His throw incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is McCaffrey on the give. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Switch gears.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Bell. call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season,